Snapper, what's going on? Let's talk haters. We're talking haters this afternoon. One of my one-on-one coaching clients over the last year has scaled his business up into multiple six-figure a month. And by doing that, obviously he's out in the public eye. That inevitably comes with some challenge from the outside. When you go out and reach 100,000 people a month, there are going to be some who love you, there are going to be some who think you're kind of all right, and there are going to be some who do not like you. They're going to hate you. They're going to try and tear your shit down, right? It's inevitable. Look, only really two things that you need to know here. When you get the hate, you want to study exactly what they're saying. You want to try and get in their mind for a little bit and just see if anything that what they're saying is there's any truth in it at all. It could be. I've learned a tremendous amount from people who have actually come hating on me, right? I would say at least 1 in 3, at least 33% of the people who come to me hate and I replied to, it was a misunderstanding. They literally misunderstood what I'm about and what my message is. They've sort of made an association based on a glimpse of what they've seen and bundled me in with a group who do things that I don't do. So rather than get all defensive and try and fight and go to war and all this kind of shit, right, I first ask questions. They say, what is your understanding? Like, what have you read or what do you believe about what's going on here? Because you probably have a misunderstanding. Do that. If you do that, that'll subside a lot of the stress you feel. If you discover it's a misunderstanding, it's 50% you. By the way, every misunderstanding that you have in your life, and you will have a lot of them, is 50% you, your responsibility to communicate it better, and 50% them, they just didn't perceive it right? So take responsibility for your 50. The second thing you want to know about haters, and this is, by the way, this is the cure to being criticized. You need to own your shit. You need to own all the traits. Because if you know yourself and you own all the traits in yourself and you realize that you've got everything because you do, then no one on the outside can touch you with the words. If you know yourself and you love yourself fully, nothing that anyone ever says on the outside is going to press your buttons. If someone calls you an asshole, you want to say, thank God I'm an asshole because otherwise I'd be full of shit. If someone calls you ugly, someone called me that I said that I looked like a rat the other day. Thank God if I look like a rat and I'm ugly. Could you imagine if I was a 10 out of 10 looks, I'd have the girls queuing. At the fucking door, I'd have an issue. I got the golf, I'd have a fucking issue. That'd be a problem. Thank God if people think that I'm ugly. That would be a problem if I was a supermodel as well as all the rest of the thing. Golly gosh. You want to own your shit. If people can say something and it offends you, then it's a sign that you don't know yourself very well. And if you do, then you don't love yourself fully. So that's a part of your journey. And you're attracting the haters to that end to help you to own yourself and love yourself and have self-awareness. So they're the two things. If you know those two things, haters won't bother you. Potentially a bigger issue with haters, by the way, is not having any. I just put a thing on Facebook, by the way. Swipe up if you want to read it. If you don't have haters, it probably means you're in line, following the crowd, you're at one with the herd. So give me the option of having some haters and getting to know myself and love myself more and having more self-awareness and having them bring it to my awareness and grow, or being a fucking sheep and not having haters, and I'll take the haters any day of the week. Inevitably, you'll find that the people trying to avoid that are the people trying to avoid their true nature, because the people who challenge them, the haters, they're the ones who are going to bring into your awareness the things that you probably don't want to know about yourself and probably don't want to acknowledge about yourself. So that's that.